Hey, this is David Breslow back here with you. I am the founder of Performance Success Strategies and the author of Wired to Win and creator of Wired to Win. Stay tuned in a moment for my next mental golf coaching tip. In today's tip, I'd like to talk to you about what I call chunking. Chunking is the word I use to help a golfer hone in their focus during an entire round of golf, whether it's a 9-hole round or an 18-hole round. Over the years, I've learned from a lot of golfers in many different areas of the world that it's a very subtle experience they have. They're either focusing too much on one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot at a time, one shot at a time, and so on, or they have this broad expanse of the entire round. And either one of them is often causing a very subtle sense of pressure. The one who is focusing on one shot, one shot, one shot, can tend to be adding too much pressure onto themselves about that particular shot, focusing, rather than a relaxed focus. The other golfer who may see the entire round is often creating, again, extra tension and stress because they see this much bigger picture of an entire round that is kind of outside their scope of control. If you're on the first hole or second hole or third hole and you're already starting to worrying about the back nine, the 15th, 16th, 17th hole, you're now adding a whole lot of pressure onto yourself. So this notion of chunking is really this. Here's the exercise I'm going to ask you to consider. Whenever you play, whether it's 9 holes or 18 holes, or even if you're at the driving range, consider chunking things into threes. 1, 2, 3. 3 holes, 3 shots if you're at the range. Just focus on the next 3 shots, the next 3 holes. So even if you're playing 9 holes, it's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. And if you're playing 18, it's the same thing, except do that through 18 holes. Now, what's the purpose of this? The purpose is that if you know you're only going to be focusing on that shorter period of time, it's much easier to take control over what you're doing because you're sending a very subtle message to your mind-body relationship, which is really, hey, no problem. I got this short period of time. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I want to do on each shot. I'm going to pay attention to each shot. And I only have to do this for the next 3 holes. That very subtle message really allows the mind, body, emotions, and energy to literally relax. As you can calm down, because you know now it's only this window of 3 that you have to be even concerned about. So I do this all the time with other clients who are not athletes. Let's take an actor, for example. When an actor is, let's say they're doing theater and they're worried about the entire show, it might be a 2-hour show, and they're worried about the second act and the play is only in the first act, So I just have them, once again, chunk, just focus on the next 3 minutes, the next 3 minutes. And all of a sudden, they're much more relaxed. Their body's much more relaxed. They're much more open. They're able to remember their lines easier. Same thing can happen on the golf course. Just think about the notion. Think about what this is really doing. If you go out there next time and just say to yourself, okay, these next 3 shots at the driving range, I'm just going to focus on these next 3 shots. That's my whole world, these next 3 shots. Yes, I'm going to pay attention to each one individually, but my goal is only the next 3. And the second you do that, and just do it right now while you're listening to this, just notice if your body just kind of has this sense of calm. Your shoulders drop a little bit. Your facial muscles get a little more relaxed. That's what tends to happen. Because again, you're sending this really cool, subtle message that, hey, I don't have to worry about the next 3 to 4 hours. I don't have to worry about the next 17 holes. I don't have to worry about the next 2 hours on stage. I don't have to think about any of that stuff. My only focus is on these next 3. And that very subtle message allows you to settle in and relax and align yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and energetically, which is the purpose of the Wired to Win program, by the way. So once you try this chunking, I was about to say choking. Once you try this chunking exercise, I would love to hear back from you in cyberspace and let me know what your experience is. So I hope you enjoyed today's tip. And once again, as I always say to golfers, please apply it. Don't just sit there. Don't just think about it. Don't just consider it. Actually go do it. Have your own rubber meets the road experience. Chunk it, chunk it, chunk it. Dave Breslow, I'll look forward to speaking to you next time. Take care.